Hi, everyone. It's really nice to meet you. My name is Leslie. I'm 29 years old, and I'm starting this YouTube channel to share my spiritual journey, share the messages I receive from God, Creator, the universe, what have you. And I hope that it reaches the people it needs to reach. So recently, I feel like there's been a big shift, and I'm hoping the collective that I'm reaching will get something out of this message. But in a weird way, I feel like I've been set free. I recently went on a trip with the best friend that I've known since I was 14 years old, and she showed me a side of her that I didn't realize existed. I saw that I definitely love her a lot more than she loves me, and she has some very interesting selfish tendencies that I had no idea any of that was there. So it was quite the shock, to say the least. But in a strange way, it set me free. Like, there are no expectations, there's no more waiting on somebody to come and help me during my times of struggle. Seeing that I'm a lot more alone than I realized, yeah, it's kind of sad, but so what I'm going to do is share my journaling entries, and hopefully you guys can take something from this. So today is April 19th. Yesterday I journaled this because this entire trip left me feeling really heartbroken and maybe lost and questioning the rest of my relationships. I always show up for people, but nobody really shows up for me. And it's devastating. But out of these feelings, here's the journal entry that I made. So on April 18th, I wrote down, God, no matter how hard I try, I feel like I don't belong anywhere or fit in. Life doesn't make sense anymore. I feel without a purpose and don't know where to turn. I'm tired. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I feel like you've forgotten about me and left me behind to help others of more importance. God, forgive me of my sins. Forgive me for disappointing you or breaking your heart. I don't belong anywhere. It feels lonely. Now, God is very quick to answer this journal entry. So, this book that I have, it's how I'm communicating with God, and I'm writing down the messages that He's giving me. So, actually, in the same day, He answered my journal entry. So, the message came to me through my fiance and through my mother. So, right here it says, update. God answered me through Chris and my mom yesterday. My light is too bright to shine. This is why I feel I don't fit in anywhere. I'm not meant to blend in. I'm meant to shine my light everywhere I go. And I know this message is reaching someone who needs to shine their light. Don't hold back. Be who you are, exactly how God made you and intended you to be. I've spent a lot of my life feeling rejected or like I don't fit in. That's for a reason. Maybe we're meant to be not only leaders, but creators. Maybe we are meant for a higher calling. So, today, April 19th, I felt on fire for God. And I wrote, the title says Warrior for God. I wrote, Lord, if you will it, I would like to be a warrior for you once again. Do you remember how fierce and powerful I was in my previous life? I feel called to learn archery in your honor. Every time I drive by the Jiu-Jitsu dojo on Chris's way to work, I know it's my spirit being called there. Lord, if this is your will, I know you will pave the way and make it possible. The resources and finances will appear if it is meant to be. So I'm actively trying to get out of the lack and poverty mindset as well. I'm surrendering to God and the universe and just thinking, if it's meant to be, it will come true. It will manifest. So that really totally helps my anxiety because I'm an overthinker and an insomniac. So, yeah, I will update you guys as soon as the Lord answers this journal entry. Now, I have another journal that it's kind of, what would you call it? Well, it helps me keep track of my thoughts. It just helps me kind of map out my internal world slash spiritual world. So it's an emotional journal entry, but also reflecting on where am I in my spiritual journey. So, I mean, I was absolutely like terrified to even make this video. So, you know, yeah, this has been on my mind for a very long time, and I'm glad I'm finally doing it. The missing key from starting this little YouTube channel was it was God. That's who I was missing. That's the key that I was missing to start this podcast. Anyway, sorry, I'm all over the place. um, so this morning, April 19th, I wrote this down. The title of it is called Blooming, and I hope this message reaches who it needs to reach. I cannot escape or deny how beautiful, mythical, and ethereal I am. I have finally bloomed into the beautiful flower that slumbered for many seasons. I have the ability to change rooms when I enter one. I'm tired of trying to fit in when I obviously do not belong. I have the character of a natural born leader, too strong and powerful for my own good. No more playing small. It's for my light to shine, uncapped, without fear, and unapologetically. My path is not a conventional one. It is unique and full of grandeur. My heart will and is taking me to my destined path. I'm stepping out of my shell completely. I will walk with God in courage and strength. Nothing can scare or break me anymore. Now that last part. What is there to be afraid of if you've already experienced the worst of the worst? I'm talking like you've experienced rejection, abuse, humility. As awful as those things were, a lot of wisdom came with it. And it kind of takes away your fear. Like, okay, well, I've already been through the worst of the worst. So nothing can really break me anymore. Nothing can scare me anymore. I've already faced the demons. I've already faced heartbreak, tragedy. I feel like I am definitely, and you as well, whoever's watching this, we are diamonds that were formed under pressure. This path it's not an easy one. From the outside, maybe it looks admirable. Or how do they do that? Like, how do you come out of the other side of just the most messed up situations? A lot of it is God and finding that inner strength you didn't know you had within you. I think this collective doesn't give themselves enough credit for the things that they've endured, for coming out of the other side and still having a pure heart throughout it all, never letting the world taint your heart and your beautiful spirit. You didn't lose your humanity. In a world full of crazy, it's insanely strong to still have such a loving heart throughout it all. I really hope this message found you well. The journey's hard, but you're going to be just fine. You're waking up to your strength. You're waking up to God's purpose for you and who you are meant to be in this life. You've got this.